So hi guys, welcome to another video, FMS Capital. So yeah, today is Friday, so still a day trading playlist and what I'm looking at today. So today on the news section we have 3:30 at 3:30 our time PM. We have GDP on CAD and PCE price index. So basically I'm watching out, and if we look at probably the economists are forecasting a 0.2 with the previous 0.2. For the most part for the PCE. Anyway, what I think is probably if the PCE comes as forecast, probably can still retain the dollar bullishness on it, and especially if it becomes a little bit higher, may maintain the bullish on dollar. So that would mean probably if you are trying to interpret it fundamentally on the interest rates, probably could mean they could be a shorter pause or maybe a slighter small rate cut, whereby they're now just cutting rates fast, which can tend to be a hawkish intuition in any way. But nevertheless, remember, technicals also play a key point in looking at your technicals. So for today, I'm going to dive into DXY. Like I said from yesterday's day trading, remember every month when it's closing, I always like to revisit my IP data ranges. And currently what I'm looking at is probably because now, if you look 3 months way back, where 3 months is starting here, we have attacked all the sell sides, all the way to the down. So what I'm thinking is probably a pause, especially because we hunted this sell side on the monthly as the draw. So anyway, depending on the news, because now USD GDP came positive. So we are looking at today if PCE, what does it? And probably now next week with NFP. So there's a potential most probability of some retracement before any continuation on bearish dollar. That's a possible likely scenario. But nevertheless, as usual, I always like day trading. So anyway, currently this is the daily chart on dollar. So above me and below me is a systematical way of me looking at current market pricing and marking PDRs I could be using. So already I've marked PDRs on my charts. So currently using the market pricing. Sorry, this is supposed to be a BC. CB, sorry, this is supposed to be a CB. We'll have to correct it. So that's a daily CB. So, and I want to keep this video very, very short. So that's a daily CB. So above me, you have that daily CB, and below me is a potential this bullish OB. Some will choose even to mark this IFG if they want. It depends with the preference of what PDRs you like. So that's daily. So if I drop to 1 hour and what I'm taking today on dollar, remember you're also incorporating power 3. So what I'm thinking on dollar is probably some gains on it. Based on the CPI, probably some gains as we take out this liquidity area, or even 50% of this week. But at least my bet is I'm taking some gains on dollar, and this could be even a targeted draw, because this is a CB on the daily. Nevertheless, sometimes my price can surprise you and still have a little bit of retracements and probably the final buys. But generally, the field that I'm thinking today is probably buys on dollar. So that means probably EU sells and GU sells. Nevertheless, let's go to GU. I'm looking at GU, and Let's go to daily. So using daily chart already, IPTA, remember IPTA revisiting the previous 60 days to see where generally, probably where the float could be. And remember, this is disclaimer, this is for very, very advanced ICT traders. So depending on the data that may come, so this could be a potential sales long term. Let's say it's short term before any continuation for buys, most probably. But nevertheless, let's dig into a today day trading setup. So that's daily. So at current market pricing, what I'm looking at is this BC below. And to the upside, probably if I was using a daily, I could be using this bearish OB. But nevertheless, I have a H4 OB. And the reason why I have that H4 OB is potentially because if you like using H8 and H12 timeframes, sometimes I only use H4 arrays that are nested inside a higher time frame PD array. So this one I had spotted it's inside a H8, which is a H8 OB, but still particularly still is a OB on H4. So it's basically something I could be using. So above B, I have that. So today what I'm thinking in power 3. So what I'm thinking today is probably sells on it. So when I was expecting some sales, I thought the sales could come New York kill zone because I like trading New York kill zone. So I had limits around here, but they were never picked. So price went falling. So what I'm thinking is for anyone who's for anyone who likes to use at least bigger stop losses, what I'm thinking probably this would be a big stop for me to use in case even if we return to this OB. But potentially what I'm thinking is good sales. So it depends with what the news release will come. And especially remember power 3. So but if I get a good risk reward ratio, I may be forced to enter it very well. But I'm skeptical of just entering immediately, of which still can sell. But I would like at least good retracement. Probably the news flickers to the upside kidogo. Then probably now the sales come in. That would be better for me. Because remember, I like participating, and see currently now it's New York kill zone. So that's what I was expecting. I'm expecting at least good retracement for opportunities for me probably to sell it. So with between EU and GU, I'm more interested in GU. So we can go to EU still. So for EU, I think it's more of consolidating today. I guess GU will be the mover on that news probably. So anyway, same systematical process. This is a daily chart on EU. So we have this BC that I've spotted, and above me, if you're using the daily, probably you'll be using this breaker. There's a breaker right here on the daily. Some probably choose to use this OB, but nevertheless, it's whatever PD arrays you like. So anyway, I have this CB on the 4-hour. So let's drop to 4-hour. So there's a CB here on the 4-hour spotted. The reason why I'm using this H4 CB is because I know it's nested on a H4 PD array, which is still an OB on the general view if you have H8 time frame. So what I'm thinking still on this is, however, I'm not interested in it, but the thing is I'm thinking still because of power 3 probably is weakness on it, but I don't think this will be a mover, especially after hitting here. Probably when sick, I don't know, but I'm more interested on GU. So another pair I'm interested for is USD CAD. So USD CAD, same thing. I'm looking at today, especially we have GDP on news on USD CAD. So we have GBP Yeah, let's check. Yeah, we have GDP news on CAD. So what they're expecting forecast is probably lower from the previous. So in case it's exactly on that, still signifies that the CAD could weaken. Then again, probably if it's higher, probably now probably CAD will be trying again for the most part. So I'll be potentially wrong on it, especially because today I'm anticipating at least some buys on it on USD CAD. So anyway, so this is the daily. So we have this sell side right here. So with this sell side, that's a PDRA, especially it's a weekly one because I've marked with W. Above me on the daily, what I can use is probably this volume imbalance. Still this CB I've noted. And these are daily ones. So let's drop to 4 hour and see. So 4 hour, what I was spotting is probably we have this OB below me that I could be using for potential buys maybe. So else, what else I'm thinking about this USD CAD? There are probably two scenarios. Two scenarios on it. Let's first go to 1 hour so that you can. I'm probably trying to see if. So I'm looking probably if you may get come news release, the buying continues immediately, and there's always that possibility of probably getting stopped, and then probably now looking for opportunities, London close, kill zone, around those areas. And because today is Friday, yeah, but today is Friday with some news, so at least I'm taking some probabilities of that on this USD CAD. So nevertheless, today's general feel is dollar gains. So yeah, so GU thinking sells, USD CAD thinking buys. EU, I'm not that interested in it. Maybe if it tries to push a little bit up, of which it's doing right now. So probably if it gets potential to this highs, probably I'll be interested on it. So nevertheless, let's see. Let's GU, yeah, GU is almost. So let's see guys what is going to happen. So we have news in the next like 1 hour, and today being a Friday. Trade with cautious, don't over risk. See you.